Hello farmers. Welcome to episode 4 on early pig care. If you didn't watch the previous episode, the link to the video is in the description below. Feeders. Space. Wean pigs require a 10 to 13 centimeters feeder space and no more than 10 pigs per space. A 5-hole finisher feeder with 33 centimeters holes will provide 10 wean pig feeder spaces. This will be enough for 100 wean pigs up to 22.7 kilograms. Feeder coverage. Fresh feed should be in the feeders when pigs are placed. Feed pan should have 50% coverage. Feed pans should be checked twice daily and cleaned of old, wet, or soiled feed. Feeder type. Bulk feeders, whether dry feeders or wet/dry feeders, are recommended. If wet feeders are used, turn water off to feeder, as long as the pigs have a supplemental water source, so that the feed will stay dry and fresh for the first 1 to 2 weeks pigs are placed. Feeders should have a low lip of no more than 8 to 13 centimeters in height so that pigs can access feed comfortably. Initial feeding management. Ensure enough light intensity. A person should be able to read a newspaper, and 12 to 14 hours of light to have more chances for all the piglets to start to eat sooner. Temporary small round feeders are recommended for the first 2 weeks placed. Pigs generally find these more comfortable to eat out of and also provide a communal feeding atmosphere. However, they need to get used to the definitive feeders as soon as possible. Creep feeding is recommended for newly weaned pigs. This stimulates the pigs to eat and helps them find feed. Scatter 0.45 kilograms of feed per 30 head, on the mat 4 to 6 times per day. Discontinue creep feeding after 1 week. The purpose of creep feeding is to stimulate the pig's appetite so that they go looking for feed when the mat is cleaned. Creep feeding for too long or with too much feed trains the pigs to wait for the caretaker. Before ordering the first load of nursery feed, make sure the bulk feed bin is empty and does not have any leftover finishing feed from the previous group. If there is any leftover finish feed, it should be removed from the bins. If this is not possible, transfer feed to one bin and feed the first 3 diets from the other bin prior to blending feed. Feeding a few pounds of finishing feed to weaned pigs will cause low feed intake, higher than desired feed, gain ratio, fall behinds, and variation in your group. It is recommended to clean the inside of the feed bins between every group. Prior to placing feed into the feeders, go through and completely close the feeder settings and then move to desired position. Ensure all mechanics work on the feeder prior to feed arrival. Once feed is placed in feeder, move the agitator for feed delivery to pen. This step is a final check that all pieces are working properly. Water. Water intake is critical for weaned pigs. It is important that pigs find fresh water as soon as possible after being placed. All water sources in the pen should be turned on. If possible, have nipples open so that they are dripping the first 8 to 12 hours pigs are placed. There should be 1 nipple per 10 pigs or 1 bowl or trough water per 20 pigs, and the water flow should be no less than 1 cup per minute, 250 cubic centimeters per minute. A good rule of thumb for height of nipple waterers is level with the shoulder of the smallest pig in the pen. Let the water run just prior to pig delivery so water is cool. This practice is very important during the warmer months of the year, as pigs will search out water first. For the first 3 days post-delivery, one should move the pigs toward the water source to ensure all pigs have found the water. Check for dehydration during the first week of placement. Sunken eyes or lack of moisture on nose are signs of dehydration. A practice that is suggested when transporting piglets longer than 6 hours is to add electrolytes for a day or so in order to restore the saline equilibrium faster. That's all that we have for you today. See you on the future videos. That's all that we have for you today. For more future videos, kindly click the subscribe button. You can also click the links on the description below to visit our website and to watch other farming videos. Thank you for watching.